Right, hello again, hello back. Welcome, hello. We're continuing my pseudo-failed experiment, and I'll actually just get on with it, of not using boats for bits and bobs. So if you were following, and if not, I'm trying to connect a whole lot of mines basically into... Yeah, see how it goes. I'm done an experiment here. I'm trying to connect a whole bunch of mines into what then evolves into steel mill production, and I had attempted to use boats, which backfired a little because they were losing the sort of money where it was a problem. Actually, I don't need to have a crossing for them, but I want to, because otherwise they just get hung up on each other sort of thing. Because we're pretty late into the game, by which I mean I still want to separate these out. That the road vehicles are surprisingly decent. So I'm experimenting with the idea of relying on road vehicles just for, partially for the lols, and partially because they might not be such a stupid idea. And I did say that because we're making a fair bit of goods, you know what, we could actually, because the thing is, at this point, it is not that stupid at all. Hear me out. Our um because we're speed limited on the trains. Essentially, the road vehicles just go faster, which is hilarious. And do I want all this? Oh, go away, go away, go away. So apart from needing a hell of a lot of depots, okay, watch the chaos. So I this is going to be iron, but what I want most of all is engineering. So what we do is one of these, clone that, so clone. So that goes there, go out and go. We clone another one and say, come here, go there, go. Then we clone yet another one and say, we don't care about that right now, come here. I'll make a bunch because it's kind of far. This is going to be crazy. Then we casually ignore that and say, From here, take stuff. You know what? I'm just going to hook things in and come here. We'll need loads of these because they're kind of far. From here, goods, clone. No, I did not want to zoom into that. I want to zoom into here. So we'll have traffic jams with these, which is not something I like. And I'm kind of tempted to just stick a tunnel. Yeah, we'll clean up a little. Of course. Well, actually, that's not too bad. They'll just get itchy about stuff. Tunnel, that, they move, that. I'll let them go for now, but afterwards they're going to avoid town. And if it's still icky, it will shout. Lol. Doesn't do too well with the terms. We have shed loads of iron here, but look at that. Nothing happens, which is because they're full. Whoopsie. Can we do something about this? Come on, there's absolutely nothing here. Why? Because you're saying coal and I'm an idiot. Okay, that's not going to help. Sell. Try that again. Teething glitches. The goods are is R coming in. Fuck, we need a lot more. This is where I'm really going to start testing out the capability of the 65,000 limit. So now I can try to do call here. Actually, that was okay. The flying duck. Have 15. And have a 16th. Which will go here. Okay, everyone, GTFO. Lol. See how this goes. We're experimenting, okay? Nobody panic. Everybody calm down. Still have 4,000. I'm curious. Seems okay. And then here, probably could do with another train most of all. I mean, say what you want, it works. Give or take. Until a certain point. But I think timetabling is going to take care of a lot of this. So once it gets evened out, and also, in all fairness, I could just send these lot up here. Hold on. And what I'm saying is, they don't come in here, because then they don't have to cross that. And this poor fucker is still in the wrong spot. Okay, so if I do that, because then there are fewer places where they interact with other vehicles. See, that's kind of good because we have stuff, but not like shed loads. I think this is a bit of an overkill. But as total, we're making money, even though money making isn't a huge priority. This skips down. I think it will kind of get into it eventually, but they won't connect. This is not being used at all because I'm an idiot. Crap. They clone one of these. go here and give me the usual, I don't know, 10 odd, make it 15 because why not? We're greedy. It's kind of fun working out what does and does not work. This is being very poorly used because we don't have enough vehicles in the right places. So they're all here being stuck because one of them was broken down. It's the only slight issue. Lol, 50k. Well, I mean, trains are more efficient. I'll give you that. It's just that they kind of take up a lot more space. I'm still thinking introduce more because 28% is very abysmal. I'm just going to, oops, check that this was iron. Yes. That's an experiment. And it may or may not work out at all. Like, I might just consider it next time. Do it on trains. Anyway, let's kind of crack on with stuff. So we have, I'm generally doing scrap metal, yeah, and steel mills. So I am happy with, like, this is very like 1/3. So what we'll do is kind of name another one, preferably one with lots of space, which is not so much this, but sort of being used. Well, here's the thing. There aren't that many scrap metal places here. There are a fair few coal mines, mind you. Could do. I just don't know where on earth I'm going to put all the stuff. What if I want to have one that's, yeah, like this one's much better placed. There's a lot more free space around here. We'll A, use this, and B, move everything to here. So, probably not with this. Bear in mind. Stations. Right, let's deal with the influx first. Do I want 8? No, why not? Let's be greedy. Deal with the influx, okay? So we draw a line of 20. I'm not even going to bother much with details. I mean, oh, that's because I'm an idiot. Yeah, definitely idiot. Definitely the O2 because there's no scope for psi. Before it gets ideas again, we'll put down these signals. And on the way out, I want the same. And that side mill is in a bit of a bad spot. Okay, we'll work around it. So if I do that, how many? 12 is enough. Like, never say never, but I'm never going to have zones longer than 10, or at least not here, not now. Well, can't please everyone. Four. So that's our in as in inbound. I want to generally follow a not too dissimilar idea to the previous one where we separate stuff. I don't know if I need a station that big. This does not need to be there. Well, I mean, having one that big doesn't make any difference. Well, F it. So everything that stops here is going to get moved, which in this case is not a lot. Except that was stupid, because I don't want this moved. I want try that again. Move back. I want to move these. Here. God damn it. And I think there was another one somewhere, but it's kind of far out. I have to demolish a bridge first. It's unfortunate. what the boats come here? One that takes steel. The sword that takes steel. Okay. So we kind of need to hook in that here. I have no idea what this was. Clay. So what is going on here? You're taking clay and losing me a lot of money. So this is being used by someone. Okay, that takes clay. That takes engineering supplies. I think the problem is that this is a steel. How do you... I fail to grasp elements of this, but fine. I know I said no to boats in the previous attempt, but I'm just kind of relocating stuff. Okay, you go out. I might need to move things around here. So, if I dock, why do they all look the same? Valley. I mean, the name just to fairness, it's really not helping. Oh my for time, anti. Because then I could move both the boat, the one boat here. And close this whole thing. And do the same here. So the lot of you move off here, and a lot of you move off here, and close down that, and not have it here at all. Shut up. No, I've never been here. Lol. Still no point. I don't think we use a connection here sort of thing, but I'll let them come through. That's fine. Trains are not going to go faster than that. Okay. Just visually reviewing what's going on. Okay, let's get back to the coal mines and scrap yards. Yeah. So this is being used. I don't need to bother. I could basically get these three on one train line. I think for scrap metal, it was goods A. So goods A is basically, okay, shit, there's a coal mine here. I said that was being used. What I'm blubbering on about is that certain certain cargo types have station animations, but not all. And for stuff like scrap, that belongs into the not all category. And I'm not going to make my own life difficult by caring much about which way. Why did you stop there? That was weird. Which way the train comes from. Because it's a lot of headache and I don't actually care. I'm looking for that. And I want to approach kind of from the far, even if it's not the most sensible idea. We'll just do that for now. this is going to cause a few issues. Oh, fuck's sake. Why don't you just do as I ask? I should plan a little better ahead. Off you go. Bad habit. I just want to make sure that it doesn't get ideas about returning. Because most of these are not particularly large producers, right? So, and then it comes in here and it's fine, and it's kind of signaled out-ish. Fine. So what I want is a human sacrifice, and other than that, some progress. We need to sacrifice an unworthy human for the transport gods. Just kidding. Probably. I know it doesn't really cover all of them. I'm not sure I care. Ah, close enough. So we'll clone. I don't care about the people part. You guys just keep losing me money. God, I hate you. I'm not a huge fan of religion, but I particularly hate. Hello, cat. Cat's awake. She's alive. Yeah, it's done. That's not done. Oopsie. That's precisely what I wanted to avoid. Okay, can you now clone the other train? Start here. Go there. Go there. Dump. Okay, I want to have a vague idea as to how many we might need. So you take 500 or 5 and a bit total, 8 and a bit. I think if we have 2 of these, that will do, and you're lost because you're an idiot. Where I am. Well, one of us is. Yeah. Not just. I built the whole thing doing layout type. We will complain very dearly if it feels like that. I'm mishandling it, so it's not a problem. Go back 15 minutes. Okay. Can I start hooking in the mines as well? What if I actually change my mind about this and I want to do Skylit Grid? I don't really get to that. So, okay, so what happened was like steel mills, mines start here, like that quarter is just like obscure oblivion. So probably want to start hooking mines in mineral. It's not cool, it's mineral loader. I'm just going to clean up stuff. I don't care. Where are we going? Just like straight. Somehow. Good effort, buddy. Well, we need to make a few changes here, right? One is that this needs to be faster. The other is that this needs to be bigger, along with this. And even that's not necessarily going to fly too well, but I'm going to do some destruction. Right, electrified. Make sure it's electrified, or else these trains are never going to go faster than that. Yeah, we want to come here. So let's do that. More like here, really. I'm tempted to leave larger places. gaps. Actually, this is not a smart idea because one of them is the return line. So this is going to be undone. Even that mine can hook, like, well, I might just use flux. These are kind of pseudo short distance things. Now that I did that, I mean, some of the stuff is coming back here, but I don't necessarily want that. I don't know how to run this. Probably like that. Some such. I don't think I'll need too many backlines here. Famous last words. Like, don't hook into these two is the point, because these are kind of exclusive. Lol, doing cat things. I'm doing a bit of scorched earth here, but if anyone cares, here. Looks a bit more natural, and this will actually get built, not built up, farmed up. End up built up with farmlands. I guess how and where and why do I want this? Or now that I did that, well, I think I did it because I wanted to. I want to visually separate stuff. So what's going to happen is that there will be a few changes here. I'm paused. This will continue out there, except I missed it. So do something like this, okay? I don't want this stuff. Because now I can see what's going on. which is kind of beneficial. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. So now if this comes in, and then the other thing is that this needs to be much longer because I still don't see what the hell's going on and signaled. I can basically do that. And kind of get out here. And just come here. And then this goes all the way back to where we start. I want that. Yeah, some such. My phone's saying that we're out of time. So there you go. We're out of time. I guess this is the end for today. Thank you for watching, as always. Any thoughts, comments, ideas, let me know, please. And we shall continue tomorrow. Save game. Except I should not be my autosave. Thank you, and bye-bye.